Boom. We're live. Episode 161. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Wait. Okay, how we doing? What's going on? UFC 285, 3 days away. How we feeling? We ready for John fucking Bones fucking Jones?
I'm broke.
Yeah, me too. That was an expensive weekend. It was not fun. For everybody that has been watching, we had a parlay that we were unsuccessful at. I don't for 1 second regret putting the picks in because it was, in my opinion, the right move to do. For everything, for all the knowledge that we had going into the Tommy Fury Jake Paul fight, I still believe that Jake Paul was the pick. In my opinion, Tommy Fury exceeded everyone's expectations in that fight. Tommy Fury looked legitimized as a boxer in that fight. And Jake Paul showed that he has some more stuff to do, even though he did look good at times.
Got caught in the last round.
Mm-hmm. Jake Paul got a knockdown. It wasn't... I don't think it was like... It was scored a knockdown, right? I don't think it was totally a knockdown. It was... He brought him to a knee, and he went right back up.
I mean, I would still count it as a knockdown. It was nowhere near close to a finish, obviously, right? But I think that was just one of the more exciting and cleaner landed blows of the fight.
Jake Paul, in a way, the breakdown that I had that we kept saying towards the fight about how Jake Paul is a hook fighter and Tommy Fury was a jab fighter, I was on point with that because Tommy Fury was definitely throwing jabs. What I did not account for was the fact that Jake Paul wouldn't throw any jabs. He didn't throw any. And that really cost him the fight, which sucks. But I still firmly believe that Jon Jones will win this weekend. I've been doing a lot of research. We've been talking about it for most of the week. And Jon Jones still, to me, looks as good as ever. Chael Sonnen had a YouTube video that he said he is speculating Jon Jones is injured. I think that's complete hogwash. But, time goes on. Time heals all wounds. This weekend, we got a great pay-per-view. I'm super excited about the whole thing. And I do like what you said, because we were just talking about it right before we got on. There's a lot of favorites. There's a lot of huge favorites. A lot of minus 500 or more favorites, right? There's like 3. Those favorites, by the way, are going to be my locks. I remember, I know it's kind of a shitty way to do it, but I was telling you guys that was going to be my locks going into the podcast last week, and I didn't realize that they were going to be so fucking heavy favored.
I will pick certain ones. I will not pick others. There's very few that I will pick for locks. I'll tell you that much.
Do you have anybody that you're going against the grain, like your fading sportsbook favorite? Do you have any you want to share right now because tomorrow we're doing our picks?
No, I'll have you one that I will pick as a lock. I will not fade Rachmanov.
Okay.
I don't think Rachmanov loses that fight. I just think that is a complete lock. No question.
Out of the 3 big favorites, right? Because you got Rachmanov at minus 500 last I saw.
Yep.
You have Ian Gary at minus 500 last I saw. You have Bo Nickal at minus 1,400, which is absurd. I got to tell you personally, I think that Rachmanov might be my least favorite.
Really?
I am not a doubter of Jeff Neal. I didn't pick him in his last fight against Vicente Luque, and he came out and smoked Luque, and I did not think he could do that. So I'm still picking Rachmanov, which I think is a lot closer than other people.
I think man, that's a hot take. Rachmanov, dude, he's something that I think we've seen we've only tapped his potential. Excuse me. I think he is and can he be the next champion of the welterweight division? Absolutely. I think after this he deserves a top 5 opponent.
I think you're right. I want to say Jeff Neal right now is number 6.
He's number 7.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. I want I think Shavkat Rakhmonov is also one of the guys. He's a perfect blend of wrestling and stand-up. So he can knock you out and he can take you down and beat you up on the ground. You know, it's funny because if you look at this card, there's a certain amount of like the future is now type of shit. And least of all headlined, John Jones and Cyril Gane. I really believe that John Jones can be the heavyweight champion in 3 years' time. I think he can do that. And then you have Shavkat Rakhmonov, who I definitely see, like, if Kamaev can come back down to 170 at some point, I can see Kamaev and Rakhmonov being at the top of 170 for a while.
That's a great matchup.
I can see Bo.
That's an awesome fight. That's an awesome fight.
That's like headliner.
I could see Bo Nickel being a middleweight champion in a couple years easily. I think his wrestling is just so advanced.
You think his striking's gonna be able to keep up?
We're gonna see. I'm not sure because in his Dana White Contender Series,
I'm worried about that.
In the Dana White Contender Series, I think we're gonna see a lot of like the Makachev thing that we just saw. Like people are gonna be so scared of the takedowns, they're gonna drop their guard a little bit, and Bo Nickel's gonna have an overhand come over the right. They're not expecting. That's what happened in the Dana White Contender Series. He had 2 knockdowns in the Contender Series because the guy was just so worried about level changes.
Yeah, but why isn't he putting people away? You know, where's the TKO power, man?
I mean, he did. First fight, it was TKO.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
minus 1,400. Like that is another guaranteed lot.
I know it is, but I don't know. I guess.
And then in the early prelims, we got Ian Gary, another undefeated fighter. We have all three of the minus 500 favorites plus are all undefeated, right? You have Bo Nickel at 3-0, Ian Gary 10-0, Shavkat Rakhmonov 16-0.
3-0.
I mean, I'm not fading Ian Gary either. I think that Ian Gary definitely wins that fight.
Mm-hmm.
But
is he the youngest out of all of them?
So we got Ian Gary at 25, got Shavkat Rakhmonov at 28, you got Bo Nickel at 27. Yep. And then you also have Mateus Gamera on the card. Oh, well, he's 32. Jalen Turner's only 27. He could be in the lightweight division for a while, I feel like. Dricus Duplessis is 29. He could be in the middleweight division for a while, too.
I think
there's a lot. This card is a big card.
It's honestly not a bad card. There's a lot of good.
No, it's not a bad card at all.
It's a great card.
Yeah.
It's not an amazing card, but it's definitely very intriguing.
Oh, by the way, Valentina Shevchenko is also, she's minus 625, so there's another one. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a lot of big favorites. That's the thing. The bookie might take a fucking hit on this card, man. Especially if all these favorites win. Because you have a parlay. Oh, shit.
If John Jones loses, though.
Yeah.
Decimate a lot of people's
parlays.
G8 losing, that's a lock.
And that's the thing. That is the one fight.
Never lost.
I
worry about the weight change. I worry about the power difference. And I worry about him not wanting to wrestle and trying to beat Gane in his own game.
For next week, by the way, Piotr Jan Walashvili. Piotr Jan minus 220 against Merab Walash. That's an interesting take. That makes me want to put some money on Walashvili.
No way. There's no way he loses for a third time. I'm sorry. I don't think so.
Well, it's been shown that Piotr Jan is not favored in decisions.
No, he's not. But
this is a 5-round fight, but Jan versus Walashvili kind of screams decision to me.
But I don't think Walashvili is going to be able to touch Jan like Sean O'Malley did. I don't think the striking is there for him.
Right. I think it's more control time, but I can definitely see your point.
I think Jan's going to be able to stuff takedowns.
Romanov is the favorite against Volkov. That's interesting. Alexander Romanov was one of the best prospects, a jiu-jitsu guy in the heavyweight division, until he lost to Marcin Tybura like 6 months ago. And now he's facing a guy better than Tybura, and Romanov's still the favorite. Said Nurmagomedov minus 200 next weekend. We'll be taking him. Victor Henry minus 140 against Tony Gravely plus 120. That's a good fight. Abubakar Nurmagomedov plus 120. Interesting lines next week.
Interesting.
Very interesting lines.
What's Peter Young?
Minus 220. Do we have methods out yet? Oh, we sure as shit do.
Do
we want to get into this today, or we want to get into it tomorrow?
What was your plan for
I
today?
don't know. What was your plan for today?
Just
Yeah.
to talk. Just, get.
I guess we're
get
talking
shit
about
out
this,
there.
so I guess we're rolling with this.
So,
We can talk about methods today. We don't have to pick any picks.
John Jones by decision, plus 175.
Well done.
John Jones by TKO, plus 360. John Jones by submission, plus 575. Jones by
What's
What's
submission,
Don by TKO? Just for shits and giggles. I know.
plus
it's-
450.
Mm,
I think that's the only way Gon can
that's
win.
the only way he's gonna win.
Is by a TKO over John
He is
Jones.
not winning by decision for sure.
No.
If it goes to decision, it's not happening.
Right.
Submission.
If Shogun makes John Jones tap, I will give my left nut.
No
You and
way.
Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, I'd Lance Armstrong it. I just take some
Like
steroids.
Ted?
Take some steroids. Why Ted gave his left nut?
No, you don't remember that? It's like that's Lance Armstrong's left nut, and it was like encased in gold.
Oh, I feel like I do remember that. Was that the second one?
I think so.
Hmm.
I think so.
I feel like I do remember that.
It's funny. But yeah, no, John Jones decision or submission. It's gotta be. If he knocks
That's
him out, I'll be
interesting.
surprised.
That's interesting. They're
Isn't-
putting over 4.5 in John Jones versus Shogun at minus 140.
What's the they only give 3.5 and 4.5.
Under 3.5 plus 160. Anybody? Quick John Jones finish.
3.5. That's really not quick. Do you think he can get it done in 3 rounds? Cyril Gane never making it really past 3 rounds. Plus 160.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I don't think it's the most
It's a
likely
good bet.
outcome, but I think it's very a possibility. John Jones in 3 rounds.
Yeah. Would you rather bet on the plus 160 under 3.5 or John Jones decision plus 175?
John Jones.
Decision.
Decision.
John Jones decision.
For
Okay.
sure. No question.
Then there goes the under 3.5. See ya. But they really think it's going to go under 3.5. It's more likely to go under 3.5 than John Jones to win by decision. That is also interesting.
It's weird how they would make that line.
That is very weird.
I kind of want to put some money on Jones by submission plus 575. That's fun.
That's the one. That's the one. If you're gonna waste your money, if you
It's a 20 beaner.
Sure, that's 20 beaner.
oh yeah, it's a 50er.
A 50er?
No, that's a 20.
No, that's
What
a
else
20
do we
beaner.
got?
25.
Shevchenko rocketed up to minus
22.
800. Dude, people put the bag on Shevchenko the last couple days. Shevchenko minus 800 now.
Wow.
What's her and Bo Nickel? Oh, probably.
They have this is so fucking weird. Why
What's
do they
the
do
under
this?
in that?
They have method here, but you can't click
The
on it.
under 3.5 is minus 110.
For Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Shevchenko by decision plus 200.
It's probably gonna finish her.
She's probably gonna finish her.
It's probably gonna finish her.
Shevchenko's last 3 fights have gone to decision.
Really? Have they? Let me look at that through the app.
Santos decision. Murphy. Did she go to decision with Murphy? But Andrade was a knockout in the second round. So it's either I think it's her last 2 fights then. And I'm pretty sure she went to decision with Warren Murphy, which looking back at it is like kind of like you couldn't finish Warren Murphy.
She had a split decision in her last fight, and her
Oh, she
last
knocked her out in the 4th round.
2 fights have been knockouts.
Took
Yeah.
4 rounds.
Her last fight against Talia Santos,
was insane.
she almost fucking lost. Really?
Really?
Yes.
5-round decision, split decision, huh?
Split. Yeah, but she had double the punches landed.
Yeah, because Shevchenko took her to the ground in 4 and 5 and beat her up on the ground.
3 of 5, 3 of 3, 77-55.
It was-
she won that fight.
It was pretty. Yes, she definitely won, but it was close for the first 3 rounds, like dead close. And then
She almost
Shevchenko
got
pulled away in
submitted,
the
right?
last 2 rounds.
Didn't she almost get submitted, Shevchenko?
I don't remember entirely. It says here that Santos had 3 attempts, so probably.
I think I
Or at
remember
least
her
that was
almost getting
close.
submitted.
I mean, Shevchenko, listen, her weakness is definitely on the ground. She proved against a couple fights ago against Jennifer Maia that she has ground prowess, but she definitely still has a weakness there. Alexa Grasso, right? How is she looking on the ground? 15-3, 29 years old, if I'm not mistaken. She's on a 4-fight win streak. She does not go for takedowns. She's not particularly good at syncing them up either. So this is a stand-up fight. This is Shevchenko all the fight. Same reach and height. That's quite a win streak for Shevchenko. She's only lost to Amanda Nunes.
It's a pretty good track record.
That's pretty good record.
It's pretty good. She's gone to decision against Carmouche, Maya, Santos, and Young Jacek. Fucked up Joanna Young Jacek too.
Coming off a split decision win.
Yeah.
She's winning.
By knockout.
I wanted to see what's the Bo Nickel methods out? Do they have that?
Minus 1,600.
He's minus.
You want to win
$1,600
$100? You got to bet $1,600. You want to win 100 beans?
Yeah, I'd rather put $1 on Jamie Pickett.
For $9?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 beater.
$1 to win $9, $10 payout.
Woo. Yeah, they don't have any methods out besides Shevchenko and Jones. He's the only ones. Cody Garbrandt was minus 200 today, and now he's at minus 180.
Fading him, huh?
So people are already, yeah. And
or are they betting on him?
Well, his
Or
numbers
is the
gone
bookie
down.
pulling some shit? Are they pulling some shit lately?
Could be pulling some shit. Ian Gary now minus 700. Dude. So if you take Gary at minus 700,
This guy's losing.
you take Bo Nickel at minus 1,600, you take Shevchenko at minus 800, and you take Rachmanov at minus 550.
Minus 163. That ain't bad.
Minus 163 for a 4-teamer. Oh, wow.
That is so bad, bro.
That's
Holy
awful.
Shit.
That's terrible. One of those is not going to hit. I'm telling you. There's
Gary.
no way.
Which
Ian
one?
Gary.
25 years
I
old.
don't know.
It's got to be Ian
I
Gary.
like Ian Gary, man.
Me too. I love him.
He's violent.
I think Ian Gary's going to win. I think Rachmanov's going to win too.
I'm gonna.
Shevchenko loses.
Man,
Imagine Bo Nickel gets fucked up.
If we're picking one to
all
lose,
I'm going to say is if Bo Nickel gets fucked up,
What if-
that's another one of
if
the
I
biggest.
take out- if
like, right? That's one of
That's
the
the biggest
biggest
one.
upsets in
Yeah,
UFC
If I
history,
take
right?
out Bo Nickel, it goes to minus 193.
That's it.
oh, we need that.
Yeah.
We need that
yeah,
30
you need
points.
that
No
30 points.
way.
Right.
Leave it alone.
That is insane, dude. That is,
What,
it's not even
It's
worth
not
it.
worth it.
It's
No.
so crazy. This is debut, and he's minus 1,600. That's what people think of Bo Nickel.
He losing that?
I don't like
Zach,
that.
is he losing? He's won 2 Dana White Contender Series.
Yes.
That is it. And he's minus 1,600. What is happening?
First one was a minute
And he's fighting
submission.
Pickett,
Second
right?
one was 50 seconds.
I don't
submission. He's
count.
fighting Jamie Pickett. Jamie Pickett is 13-8.
Jamie Pickett's a savage. I was watching highlights of him earlier.
Ooh.
I don't know.
He's gotten
we got to
finished.
bet on him
He
now.
better have a
We
chin.
better get on
That
him.
guy better have a chin.
Yeah, but Jamie Pickett, what's his takedown defense?
65%. That's medium. That's median.
Yeah, but
Mediocre.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's not good enough. It doesn't sound good enough.
He's gonna have a 4-inch reach advantage over Nickel.
That's a long reach advantage.
It's all right.
We're really hyping this guy up, huh?
I don't
Dude,
know.
listen,
Minus
this
1,600.
This
He's
guy, Bo
fine.
Nickel, is the most likely to have a similar rise to championship as Alex Pereira. Like a 4-fight, you're fighting for the title type of thing. Could happen. This guy's that talented, and he has the Dana White push behind him because Dana White will push this fucking guy. He's from the Contender Series. He's going to maul people. Like, we're thinking, like, oh, maybe we should put money on Pickett plus 900. No, Nickel's going to finish him in the first. Like, I want to see what
Submission.
a first minute finish. I want to see what that
Yeah,
odds is
I wanna
like
see that.
for Bo Nickel.
Hold
I
up.
really think. Do you guys remember Kamaya versus Holland when Holland went for a hand tap and Kamaya took him down, ragdolled him, submitted him in a minute and a half?
Yeah.
That's what this fight's going to be like. I really think so.
He's going to do the same thing. Oh, my wrist hurts.
But they don't have.
They don't have
the
it.
odds
They
on
don't have it.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Can we look up some Bo Nickel highlights? Because he has no, like...
5-cent nickel.
I mean, what else? What is he?
He was in a jiu-jitsu with Gordon Ryan.
Oh, all right.
No.
So, I mean, that's impressive.
I have a boxing glove in
My view.
Oh, that ankle pick. Wow. Yeah, these are not Jamie Pickett, These are guys that are world-class wrestlers, and Bo Nickel is tearing through them.
Is this college or is this
He's
like,
college.
Oh, world class?
He's an NCAA Division I champion.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh my God!
How do you do that?
Okay. So he started from his back. He started because in wrestling you start on your knees and the guy comes behind you and you gotta like pin him, right? So the black guy started up on top of Nickel, and he's about to take him down. And he turns into a judo flip.
I don't.
He has wrist control of Nickel and he has back control. That turn was lethal to go from back control to double overs, and then he plants his foot. Oh.
He broke his leg.
And he pins him right there. That's nasty. This is Dane White Contender Series. Gets him down in the first 5 seconds. That's the thing. For a wrestler, he has very good ground and pound. He doesn't even have to get his full body around.
He's gonna submit this.
Normally, you have to get your left leg over.
He's already asleep.
Put him out.
Yep.
He's strong too.
Never mind.
He's got that total wrestling strength.
Oh, he choked him out.
Darce.
This isn't wrestling?
I don't know 100% of the collegiate wrestling rules.
I don't really know anything about this.
I'm amazed that they're able to do that.
I've only watched like a movie about wrestling. Have you seen that movie with Channing Tatum?
No. Huh.
His squeeze and his strength has to be off the fucking charts, bro. 27 years old, 3-0.
All right.
Just has some power.
So this guy ain't losing. So
No.
who's gonna lose? In that, is it Ian Gary, dude?
Is it Ian Gary?
It's got to be Ian Gary. I gotta fade you, Ian. McNally.
10-0.
I gotta fade you.
10-0. I think it's his third fight in the UFC. He's a goofy looking dude.
He's a funny motherfucker.
He is. He's hilarious.
He's funny.
3-0 in the UFC welterweight division. Ian Gary.
What is this?
Violence personified. Stand up. Complete style.
Yeah. Oh,
That knee.
You moved the Boston Globe in the TV room?
Oh, Kanye.
No.
Kanye.
That's okay.
Kanye's. Yeah.
I just saw something the other day that Adidas is going to lose like $500 million if they don't drop the Yeezy shoes or something like that. Heard anything about that?
No.
It looks like he has a little bit of wrestling defense there too. He's good. Ooh.
Yeah. He kind of stands us up straight.
You got tagged there.
He did.
Puts his skin a little high.
Yeah. Who's the guy
Take it
I
down.
want to see the guy that used to do this.
Song Kanan.
Song Kanan. It sounds like a guy that no one heard about that can just flatline this dude. Oh no, I'm talking. I don't know.
It was weird because Ian Gary was supposed to play a top-notch guy. That's what everybody was saying, and then they put him against Song Kanan. All respect to him, he's not the top one he was there, right? It seems like it was kind of a close fight.
I mean, he definitely has been tagged before. I've seen him bloody in some of his wins, but this is a crazy fight.
This
is round 3. This is at the very end. He submitted at the very end.
Possibly trying to lock up. Oh yeah, he has this inverted arm triangle or leg triangle. Put him out.
Wow.
At the very end, he put him out. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
This is Cage Warriors. No shit.
Really?
Standing him up. We're looking for some knockouts here.
He's a savage, and he's very long. He looks long in that
like
big.
Yeah, he's a lanky 170.
But this is Cage Warriors. This isn't like, it's the
a drop in
greatest
competition.
competition. Like, they're still good, but he's kind of like playing with him. Big reach advantage, it looks like.
Yeah, I definitely want to see the reach.
Oh my god.
Beat up his leg again. That'll be something to look for against Kanan.
Yeah, leg kick.
Oh, he's limping. Oh, that was so beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, right. So look at it. So he beat the shit out of this guy's leg. And then as soon as he beats up his leg, he drops down. Ian Gary makes the ref stand him up. And as soon as he stands up, he throws a kick. The guy brings his leg back, thinking it's going to hit his leg, leaving his chin wide open, gets tagged. Beautiful roundhouse. Watch his left leg. As soon as Gary's leg moves, this guy moves his leg back. See? Not even thinking it's going to happen.
Oh my god.
Beautifully done.
I think that guy kind of quit.
Well, his leg was fucked.
Yeah.
I want to see some UFC high. Oh, yeah. Oh, he got it right on the button. All right. I'm going to fast forward this to some UFC highlights, if there is any on this. If there isn't, this is all Cage Warriors. Do we have anything?
And the other guy?
No, I want to see if we have anything on the UFC. Nope. It's all fucking Cage Warriors. Has he gotten like all of his... Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, 3-0 in the UFC.
I was going to say
3-0 in the UFC.
25 years old.
Older than you. Your dad.
definitely. My 3-year-old dad.
Wait, he gets beat up, dude.
He take a punch.
That hasn't been knocked out yet. Yeah, he can definitely take a punch.
Oh,
I remember watching that.
Put that dude out.
Okay, Gary. Gary the snail. No, that's like no.
Darian Weeks is a legitimate competitor.
He gets bloody a lot.
Dude, this guy has good leg kicks.
He does. They hurt people.
He's got the lanky legs.
And I mean, he's a good 2-3 inches taller than the other guy.
So this video is such terrible quality. He's good head movement.
Like that. Oh. Nice.
When people are opening up against him, he likes to try to catch them with throwing an overhand as they're trying to explode, instead of just like running away back.
Squeeze his chin wide open.
Good takedown defense.
You think this is fake? You think this UFC is like wrestling? You think this is all staged?
I don't.
I think they're just getting beat up.
Yeah.
I think it's like actual sparring.
They're knocking out Reiki.
3, 2, 1.
Spinning back.
Oh, rock him there.
Ooh, head movement.
Are we watching some Rock Knob highlights after this?
His nose bleeds a lot.
I want to see Song.
Knob.
Yeah, Kanan.
Talking about
Kanan.
Gabe Green.
So he's fought some legit competitors in welterweight. Gabe Green's been around for a minute. He's like 20-8, probably 6 or 7 fights in the UFC. He's got a really good head movement. He still gets tagged though.
Yeah.
But he just stays in the fucking
He's
pocket.
fast, dude. Oh my good God.
And he fights. He doesn't pressure his opponent. He gets pressure, puts his back up. Oh, open it up a little bit there. Goes to Mount.
Submitted.
Lets his back get taken from Mount.
I don't know.
Oh, he has some knees.
Dude, yes, he's fast.
I'm seeing enough here to show that he gets tagged, though.
He should not be -700.
Well, that's
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Be like -300.
My thing is, though, the last 2 competitors we saw, Gabe Green and who's the last one? Darian Weeks, are both better than Song Kanan, I think. Like, he should have taken, they should have given him a tougher fight, and everybody expected it. See
Maybe
some
Dana White's
Song
hoping for him to
Kanan.
knock him out so he can send him into stardom or something.
Mhm.
They called it, and then he went for some legend.
What was that?
All right, so we got a kickboxer here. There's like a film that's in the room. Here we go. Finish him on the ground. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's the shot that Ian Gary would be successful.
I might have to fade Ian Gary. I'm going to say it again. -700.
They're replaying this one punch.
Because they know Ian Gary's going to get the upset.
Honestly, there's 2 fight highlights.
He's going to stand with
This guy's Yoke 170.
Yo, I'm
I'll
putting
give
no
him that.
bank on this dude. What's his name?
Song Kanan.
Song Karong. I'm going with him.
18-6.
Karong.
He's 4-2 in the UFC.
Ringtone.
His best 2 fighters he's fought is Alex Morano and Max Griffin. He lost to both of them.
Max Griffin's way better than Ian Gary.
Man.
Not
That's
way better. He's
typical.
not way better. He's not way better.
We got a 3-inch reach advantage for Gary. Song Kanan has never even gotten a takedown in the UFC.
He lost by KO.
Got KO'd by Max in the first round. This is his first fight in almost 2 years, by the way. His last fight was March of 2021.
Is set up. This is set up.
Could be right.
You think like it's set up as in Song
Ian
Kanan's gonna come
Gary,
back
you're
and knock
gonna
him out?
lose, buddy.
I haven't seen
One of them
enough.
has to lose, right?
I think one of them.
I haven't seen
lose.
enough to say that he's going to lose. I have seen enough to
Oh,
say he's
dude.
the most likely to lose.
The most, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Out of all of them.
yeah. I mean, he's not -700 in my eyes. He's like -300.
Yeah, let's pull up Rockmanoff now, and I want to
Yeah.
see.
Jeff Neal?
Yeah, I want to see Neil highlights.
Oh man, Rachmanov, dude.
This guy's scary as fuck, dude. You got a
This
mink
guy
hat.
This guy came
Got
into
a
the
coat, a
UFC.
mink hat.
You know what he reminds me of? You know the stone face,
Stonehead?
Stonehead.
That's Kamaev.
That's fucked
No,
up.
that's him.
That's
That's
fucked
him.
up.
That's dum dum. Give me
That's
dum
fucked up.
You
That's-
can't tell me that ain't, bro.
That's fucked up.
He will beat your ass,
what the
and he will get gum.
That's
What
none of
is
the.
that
That's
from?
none of the
Yeah,
museum.
Oh my
Ben Stiller.
That's Shavkat Rachmanov.
This
This guy
Kind
came.
of looks like Ben Stiller.
This guy had a rise in the UFC simultaneous with Ilya Toporia's, and I was like, these guys are gonna be fucking champs. And Rachmanov's number 9 already. You know what I mean? He beats Jeff Neal. He's gonna be damn near top 5 of the welterweight division.
And we're gonna see Ilya Taporia mop the floor with Brian Ortega.
I don't think that fight's still on. I saw it the other day, and they're talking about Topuria versus Jung now. Like, I don't know if that
I
fight.
did see that.
Well, all right, he's
Korean
gonna
zombie.
poop on Korean Zombie. It's not even gonna be close. He's gonna beat him up.
Paddy Pimblett took the wrong
Yeah,
argument.
see, the fight between
have beef with
Ortega
the
and
wrong
him
guy.
never got. Taporia is still calling for Pimblett. Taporia would murder
Murder
It
him,
wouldn't
bro. It
even
wouldn't even be
be
funny.
close.
It wouldn't even be
It would
fucking.
be utter annihilation.
You want to talk about a
Honestly,
big 170, a big welterweight?
I've seen enough. I already know this guy's gonna win. You've seen enough. This guy's the best.
This
He's
guy,
the ultimate
he's the
lock.
fucking-
He is
he's
the one
fighting Jeff
person.
Neal.
Look at the hat he's wearing. Look at the fucking. What is that?
He's not
Arctic
losing.
Fox.
I think he's like,
What is that?
what is it, Kyrgyzstan versus Neil Magny.
Fucking
All right.
He
Kyrgyzstanian
beat up
Fox.
Neil Magny.
Neil Magny.
It wasn't even close. That's why he is going to annihilate.
Neil Magny has one of the biggest reaches in welterweight, and Rakhmonov almost makes him look small.
He does make him look small. Look at how small that dude is. Jesus, that was a murder.
And Jeff Neal is small. He's like a small, compact guy. Rick.
He's getting beat up.
This guy, oh my. Oh, this pick, he likes that.
Yeah,
He
he
likes
was.
that
I
one
like
pick.
that kick.
He likes that.
Oh,
Oh,
big knee.
come on.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Oh my God. He's done. Gonna break the neck.
Bro, literally gonna break his neck. He couldn't even tap. Oh, done.
what-
Good night.
Like fucking baby the best.
Yeah.
Fucked up Neil Magny. Neil Magny's had a tough go in his last couple
Dude,
fights.
Neil
Rakhmonov
Magny-
and Burns.
Neil Magny, talk about picking fights with people that you can't compete with.
Neil Magny's that dude though. Even Dana said it. Like he will fight fucking
Anybody.
anybody. Yeah.
Good
You
for
gotta
him.
respect it.
Props for him.
You know, maybe
Yeah,
there's a
definitely.
decision. There's a decision every now and
No,
then. Maybe
no.
take an easier fight.
What about head?
Trying to get paid.
Come on.
Like, just dropping shoulders on him.
Oh,
Oh my god.
devastating. Yeah, this guy is. I want to go back to. I want to see some reaches. Okay, so only a 2-inch reach advantage.
Let me see Jeff Neal. Let me see highlights.
I want to see real quick. Ian Gary 3-inch reach advantage. Did we already? We already said that, didn't we?
Yeah. Jeff.
Jeffrey.
My name is.
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
All right, here we go. Jeff Neal, the man that I want to say he had like a losing streak, and now he's on like a 5-week streak or something.
Or
This guy does not skip gym days.
this is this. I feel sorry. You don't know. It's like you don't
He
know.
doesn't know.
He probably does know. That's the sad part. Like he does know. But like
He
he
was the only guy willing to fight Rakhmonov. I wonder how much he's getting.
Okay, you're gonna have to do more than that.
That's the thing, though.
This
If
is
Jeff Neal
contender
beats
series.
Rakhmonov, he can go for 7-5 too. What's happening here? Why is this highlight video the video of him on the ground? Oh, that was a good Superman. Oh, this guy's hard.
I wonder how much it costs to go to one of those contender series. Or is that like
Where
only
are
like-
they? They must be in Vegas, right? They're at the
Yeah.
Apex. I think, actually.
Like it's just like a cage inside the house. You roll around. Like Rob Gearder. Oh my.
It's Frank Camacho.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely got good power, but
Oh,
he's not doing that to Rock too much. None of this is happening.
You ain't doing that with a rock.
You're messing with a rock, man.
smell it. Stop, dude, that guy. Yeah. Oh my god.
He's still asleep.
Yep, stretching.
I'm not finding-
This is some bad highlights,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not finding great highlight videos.
Not good.
Jeff Neal, is this on purpose? Is Jeff Neal going to knock Rocky out?
No way. It's not.
Is this on purpose?
I want to say the Luke fight, he didn't knock him out, I don't think. But most of his other fights.
Does he have a chance?
Yes.
3%.
More.
2.
He is 20%.
Yeah, I was going to say
6, 17. That's what I said last time. That's what I said. Fucking still going. 17 and low.
They're not showing
Fine,
the
17
Luke.
and a half.
Was that Luke?
That's Luke.
Dude, you are not going to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't think Luke is a very good
Be able to
man
wear
in
his
that
hat in the
division.
ring. Be able to wear his hat as he fights this guy. That's how easy it's going to be.
Jeff Neal lost to Neil Magny.
Come on.
Oh my! Come on, Dana. Dana,
And
you're
he
gonna
got
put.
his ass whooped by Stephen Thompson.
Oh my God,
Dana.
You want to see someone?
Okay,
why-
I'm changing my mind now. I think that he has 85% takedown defense. That's very good.
3% chance.
3% chance.
I'm dropping down to a
dropping down to a 10.
17% chance.
I'll give him a 10.
Yeah.
No, I cut my kids in half.
I'm going.
10.
I'm seriously jumping down to 3% chance.
He has as many chances as I have fingers. That's it.
There's 10 chances.
That's it.
10%
10%.
chance. So if they fight 100 times, he wins 10 times. I don't think I believe that. I don't think
No, you don't think you win 10 times?
No. Maybe 3.
Nah, he's got to win 10 times. Maybe 5, but not 3. 3's like,
That's bad.
3's really bad.
Four-
Scott Rockman
really
has
bad.
a 100% finish rate in the UFC. 2 submissions, 2 knockouts, 3 submissions and a knockout.
You think he's
Rachmanov by sub could be interesting.
You think he's
Rachmanov
not going
by
to finish?
sub.
Neil?
But Jeff Neal has an 85% takedown defense.
It doesn't matter.
No
It's
matter.
called Rachmanov.
You haven't faced Rachmanov yet. It's
You
gonna
haven't
drop down to
faced
6.
Rachmanov has a
You haven't
takedown.
faced him yet. I like that. You haven't faced
The Rock.
You can't handle the rock.
You can't handle it.
The truth of the rock.
Oh man. So
You can't handle it.
So Ian Gary is the least likely of the favorites. Is that what we're
Ian
saying?
Gary is the least likely of all the favorites.
No question. They don't have any methods for Rachmanov because they
No,
know that
They only have methods for the championship fights.
that's all.
They don't have it for Bo Nickel. They don't have it for Brunson Duplessis.
You think?
What's the other one? Gamrot Turner. They don't have either. Interested to see that one because I want to see Turner by decision. What that's going to be like. Turner's plus 180. I'm thinking his decision's going to be like plus 300 or something. Might take that. I like Turner by decision. Cody Garbrandt's going to get his ass knocked out by Trevin Jones.
Yeah, that's not even gonna.
Mhm.
He's the underdog. Trevin Jones is the underdog.
Yeah.
And Cody Garbrandt moved up 10 pounds, right?
No, this is still a bantamweight.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Garbrandt's getting knocked the fuck
It doesn't fucking matter.
Blastion. It really is.
Blasphemy. It's fucking blasphemy.
Malarkey.
Oh, God.
Absolute malarkey.
By the way, UFC 286 is in 3 weeks. We get a very quick turnaround. We have, it's 2 weeks away. Because we have UFC 285, Wallace Willie versus Jan next week, then 286. Usman Edwards 3. Kamaru Usman is looking ripped. He's looking like he's in phenomenal shape. Kamaru Usman is coming for that ass.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Kamaru Usman is wasting Leon Edwards. I do. In London,
Wasting?
Wembley
Jesus.
will be silent. Wembley is going to be so fucking loud when Leon enters, and they will be dead quiet when he gets his ass knocked out. That's what I think.
I know what that means. I'm betting on Leon Edwards.
I think you're wrong. I really do.
I'm betting
I
on
don't
Leon
think that. And especially if this fight, if John Jones wins, this Saturday, Leon Edwards is keeping the belt.
What? If Leon Edwards wins?
Yeah, I just think that
Well, yeah,
the
if Leon
way
Edwards wins, he'll keep the belt. Or you
that-
mean for a while?
well, just like the way that main events have been going and everything, underdogs fucking win.
Mhm.
And Leon, he's got that dog in him, bro. He's gonna win. I know that Kamaru Usman is like ripped and everything, and he looks really good. But if you're really serious about the whole knee thing, which I think that's a little over exaggerated, I don't think he has blasted knees, but I don't know. I just think Leon is just a.
I just look at he took 2 years off, something like that. Came back, had a no contest with Bilal. Beat Nate Diaz where he got rocked in the 5th round, and then was losing the fight until he got a last minute knockout of Usman. Like that doesn't scream to me this guy is going to beat Usman again. You know? But I hear your point. I think Leon is underrated because of that, which I fully can see past my own wall or whatever you want to call it. His stand-up's great. His head kicks are phenomenal. Dude, you're talking about a top 10 fighter of all time here.
How many people have like fought, lost the belt, and then in their next fight came back and won the belt back?
I mean, that would take a little bit for me to get that stat.
It's probably
like,
not a lot.
I think, by the way, I think Adesanya will add to that list in May. I think Adesanya will beat Pereira.
Not happening.
That's a good question, though. Stipe did it.
Like John Jones, maybe, but
Well, John Jones never lost.
I never lost it,
Yeah.
so.
Brandon Moreno did it. Davison Figueiredo also did it. Amanda Nunes did it.
Yep.
Wei Zhang did it. But it was 2 fights separate. It wasn't like she lost and then got it right back in her next fight. I mean, you know, it doesn't happen often, but it happens from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Kamaru Usman, though, good enough to do that
Yeah.
for Leon Edwards?
Yeah. Dude, this guy is like top 10 all time.
I know.
We're talking all time.
He is really, really good. I will give you that. But I don't know.
It's an interesting fight. I'm honestly almost more anxious to see Fiziev versus Gaethje, the co-main event of UFC 286. That will be a wild fight. Anytime Gaethje's in the octagon, it's fucking wild. But I think Fiziev's a perfect dance partner for him. He's going to just stand and strike with him all the time. And he's going to do it in a way that Michael Chandler didn't. Because Michael Chandler wanted to put on a show. He wanted to put on fireworks. He was throwing fucking haymakers. Fiziev's going to stay in the pocket and be technical about it. But he's going to throw strikes, which is going to be really cool. I haven't decided who I think is going to win that fight. I said Gaethje at first. And I'm like dead even right now for that fight. And I think that fight will be close to a pick'em. Gaethje and Fiziev.
I would definitely take Fiziev.
I have to go with you on that too.
Gaethje's plus 150, Fiziev minus 185.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
If Charles can touch up Gaethje and put him on the ground, Fiziev definitely can too.
I don't think Gaethje has any ground game, dude. I think his style is kind of fading out.
Marvin Vettori versus Roman Dolidze is on that card too. That's a good fight.
I got the Dolidze, man. 34. I have to go with Roman Dolidze.
Really?
I look at Marvin Vettori as a very similar fighter to Jack Hermanson, who we just saw lose to Roman Dolidze in spectacular
that?
fashion. Can I look that up? Because that was one of the moves of the year last year when Roman Dolidze had the calf slicer that he transitioned to a sweep and put a fucking back mount on. Oh my God. When that happened, everybody was like, what the fuck did we just see? By the way, this is Roman Dolidze on 2 weeks' notice. It's also Jack Hermanson on 2 weeks' notice if you want to say it's like, you know. Okay. Can we just watch the fucking fight? Come on now. This is really going to be difficult. They just show the ending. That position, that sucks for Hermanson. That really sucks. What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? How do you get out of that?
You tap. That's what you do.
How the fuck do you get out of that, bro? Like, he knew exactly what to do too.
Here it is. So he catches him there in a calf slicer. Beautifully done. And then he rolls him over and mounts him. And now your leg is really in pain. Your leg's getting fucked up. And then on top of that, you got this guy beating the shit out of you on top of you. You like can't move. Because any way you move, you're gonna break something or tear something in your leg.
It was crazy.
That was crazy.
How do you get out of that? This is a very good question.
Yeah.
Give me an expert that can tell me how to get out of that. That's somebody who knows how to fight.
I would think the only way you can do it,
Probably.
right? I would think the only way you can do it is you have to extend that leg. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you like roll, right? So if you're that way and my palm is your stomach, right? So if you're that way and your leg's crushed this way, like if you try to get your hands up on a push-up position and then try to roll over, your leg's going to like come out like that. But how the fuck do you do that when you got a 200-pound guy
On your
with great
back,
control,
punching you in the face?
Yeah. It's it doesn't really seem like a great way to do it. So tomorrow we're gonna be putting our picks in. I think we're gonna have a lot of similar picks on this card.
I'm more curious about who's gonna lose rather than picking who's gonna win, because
Yeah.
that is what I think is key to this
It's
card.
easier to pick losers or winners.
Yep, it's easier to pick winners, but it's too easy to do that. So you got to find who's gonna lose.
Are we fading Ian Gary as a squad, or are we picking Ian Gary?
I do not think I will pick against Ian Gary. I do not believe I will.
I might have to fade Ian Gary.
It might be a pickle. Harry?
700 is insane.
Yeah, it is insane.
I have to fail.
There's too many people that are
Put $1 on it. Man.
too high of a. It's too much. Yeah.
Put $1 and go to Wendy's after. We'll fight our big bag.
Mm-hmm.
Fight our big bag.
That way, if you lose the bag, you get a fucking dinner. Everybody goes home happy.
There you go.
I want to see the Hooker Turner odds though. That one I'm going to be most interested in because I really think Turner has a shot here.
It's not Hooker anymore, is it?
Hmm?
I thought Jalen Turner wasn't facing Hooker.
He's not. He's facing Gamrot.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was.
I think
saying-
Amrod's going to be able to get a lot of takedowns, and I think he's going to be able to fuck Jalen Turner up.
Jalen Turner is pretty good at jiu-jitsu, and he's super lanky. Like the reach advantage is 6.5, I believe.
Yes, sir.
That sounds right? Yeah, 6.5-inch reach for Jalen Turner.
Yeah, but Gamrot's really quick, and I feel like he's just going to be able to get inside, and I feel like Jalen Turner's going to struggle to get him off because he's so long.
Well, Jalen Turner has a pretty good cut to 155.
Yeah.
Right? Like he is cutting weight. And he's super skinny because he's tall and lanky for 155. So Gamrot's going to have a strength advantage. And if he goes for takedowns, it's going to help him out a lot.
Yeah.
If Jalen Turner can keep him off him, which I don't think he will be able to, he's going to have a good shot. I just think personally that Gamrot on 2.5 weeks notice might gas out towards the third round, and Jalen Turner can take advantage of that with strikes. And I also think that Turner on the ground, on his back, is good enough to possibly weather storms and make it so that Gamrot isn't doing much on top of him. Which then again, if you're on top of him and you're not doing much, it used to be like, okay, you're not going to win the round that way, but Makachev just did that. So who knows about what the judges are going to say.
Yeah, I feel like that's a coin flip. And with the control time being a coin flip thing, I don't really know how that fight is going to go.
Right.
But
yeah, it's interesting. That's why I think that we've talked about it before, but the judges should have like
he had a great fight with Dariush. I watched it back, and I mean, it was kind of a boring fight, but Dariush, like,
it was a good
him
fight.
off of him the whole time.
Yep.
Like, he did a really good job.
Yeah, Darush's takedown defense is stellar.
Yeah, it
It's
is
a lot better than Turner's.
for sure.
Um,
And that's why I think that Turner is just going to have a difficult time.
Yeah. I think that Turner versus Hooker was a much better fight stylistically. I think it'd be a much more entertaining fight too.
For sure.
Dan Hooker went and got his hand broken a couple weeks ago. Sucks.
It does really suck.
Pity.
Pity the fool.
And he was on such a bad stint, and like I feel like that win that he had was like a good win, but it wasn't a great win.
Yeah, you remember
know
that
what I mean?
last win when we
That
bet with
was
Claudio Puelles to beat Dan Hooker, and he was just going for like Imanari rolls for
It
the
was
whole second and
awful.
third round.
That's
Like,
like
what the fuck
Oh,
is this
Ryan
guy
Hall?
doing?
no, that's
we
what
bet on
he
Claudio
was like
Puelles.
Ryan Hall.
Dude. I'll
He was
never
just a
forget that.
jiu-jitsu guy. He couldn't throw a punch.
Dude, Ryan Hall was
Ryan
got
Hall.
cut immediately after.
Ryan Hall, I'm pretty sure the last time he lost was against Tuporio, right?
I
that the fight
think
you're
it
thinking of?
was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It
bad.
was.
so bad. Bro.
Got beat up so bad.
Like,
I just
why
remember
go to
he kept
MMA?
going to the ground, kept pulling guard, and Tuporio kept letting him up. And then one more time he went to guard, and out of nowhere, Tuporio just jumped on him and fucking finished him on the ground.
Knocked him
Threw an
out.
elbow
So
or
what were
something.
you waiting for? Just oh god, fuck.
No.
So boring. Except for that one part.
That one part was sick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we still got 10 minutes. Anybody got something they want to say? Anybody got some picks for the week? I mean, picks for a couple weeks from now?
What have we talked about UFC at all? No.
Not really.
No, that's all right. I don't know. Did you do any posts on Twitter that you would like to talk about? Any topics that you put? What's any hot takes that you did?
What was my hot take of the day today?
Oh,
UFC 285 will hit 1 million pay-per-view buys.
I think so. Or it'll be close.
Mm-hmm.
What does it usually get?
So UFC 284 was a very good selling pay-per-view, like way better than people thought, and it sold like 900,000. Most, I would say, an average sell rate for pay-per-views right now is around the 600 to 700,000 mark, and that's like
1.2
UFC 281, which was one of the biggest of the year last year. That was Adesanya Pereira, with a couple really good undercard fights. That was about 750,000. Yeah.
So it's getting close.
Right. And John Jones being the GOAT returning is going to help. But like the whole champ thing that happened at 284 was huge, and people underestimated that because a lot of people bought that card.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Australia crowd, that whole thing made it. I think that it will have very similar numbers to 284. I'm looking around the 900,000 mark, but for a hot take, John Jones' first $1 million pay-per-view buy, I can see it happening. I really can. If there was one more like holy shit fight, this would definitely be $1 million pay-per-view.
Darren Till got cut from the UFC.
I saw that he wanted to be.
Yes, he
But
asked
yes.
for his release. They
Is
granted
that
it for him.
Bologna, or is that you think true?
No, I believe that's true.
He put out a tweet saying that he needed to clear some things up for his foreseeable future. He's still good with Hunter and Dana, and he thinks he'll come back at some point.
Hunter Biden. Who had the worst downfalls for everybody? Who had the worst downfall in the UFC?
There's.
I'm gonna give you. I was gonna give.
I'll give you 5 names. I'll give you 5 names. Derek Lewis, Conor McGregor, Tony Ferguson,
Conor McGregor, and Darren
Cody
Till.
Garbrandt, Darren Till. A lot of people said Cody on that post, and I thought about it like, oh, that would have been a good one to add.
So I think it is between Cody and Darren Till.
Yeah,
Because I think that Derek Lewis could still get a couple of wins.
Mhm.
Like,
I see that.
I feel like Tony is very close too,
Mm-hmm.
but
See,
Tony's fought great competition,
Yes,
right? So
absolutely.
like, you can't really dig him for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting about Cody too, because he was champion, and then he went on like what's Cody's record look like? It's not good.
No, it's very
This guy's chin.
It's very bad.
Well,
Kai Kara France, I think he just lost to, and
Mhm.
Kai Kara France knocked him out
pieced him up.
very early.
So he was champion. He beat Dominic Cruz. He was the first person to beat Dominic Cruz in a fight that he fucked Cruz up.
He looked so good. He was dancing and
Yep,
everything. Freaking.
And since then, he's 1-5. Lost to TJ twice, lost to Pedro Munoz, lost to Rob Font, and lost to Kai Kara France. Knocked out. So of his last 6 fights, he's been knocked out 4 times. That's not good. It's not good. Trevin Jones.
Yeah, Dominic Cruz is pissed.
Trevin Jones has lost his last 3 fights against decent competition.
Yeah, but at 135,
He has a 5-inch reach advantage over Cody.
he's knocking him out. It just seems like such a simple pick.
You know what? I'm less, because looking at that, like Trevin Jones has lost 3 times in a row. He got his ass beat by Raoni Barcelos. Holy shit. Total strikes 119-15. That's not good. Lost to Javid Basharat. That's a decent loss. Basharat's on his way up. Lost to Saidi Kakhramonov. That's a good loss. But that Barcelos loss, that's bad. That's really bad. So,
Yeah, but it's a decision, and I don't see Cody lasting that long. And he's not going to have that much of a gap in striking. He's not going to
5-inch reach advantage is huge.
He's not going to stay away from him that much, and he's not going to be able to put an output of that much onto him without getting hurt.
Yeah,
Cody's getting knocked out.
Cody's 32 now too. He's older.
He's on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
He really is.
Do we think we see Darren Till in another organization before he comes back to the UFC? If he does come back to the UFC,
No, I think he just comes back to the UFC. And whether or not he does good, I don't really think so. But
see, I was that last fight he had against Duplessis. He got fucked up in the first round, and Duplessis was gassed. And Darren Till was turning around. He won round 2, tore his ACL in the back half of round 2, and then just got fucked up in round 3. So I thought Darren Till had a chance of winning that. I'd like to see him back. He's a crowd favorite. He honestly, since he lost to Tyron Woodley, which he was, on the come up, and he lost to Woodley back in 2015 or 16, he hasn't been the same. He's lost a lot of his last couple fights. He's only beaten like Kelvin Gastelum in his last 6 fights or something like that. Which, shout out Kelvin Gastelum. Love Kelvin, but everybody's beating Kelvin Gastelum.
everybody. I mean, I think that goes to show you how much that getting knocked out can make, it can change your career for sure.
If you look at the people he fought Woodley when Woodley was a motherfucker. Lost to Masvidal in spectacular fashion when Masvidal knocked him the fuck out in Liverpool. Lost to Whitaker, lost to Brunson, lost to Duplessis. Those are all good losses.
Still a lot of losses, though.
It is. He's won for his last 6.
He basically just went from the top of the division and just dove down and lost every single
But good
person.
guys on the way up.
Yeah, good guys.
He was
on
kind of
the
like
way
the
up to top.
gatekeeper, I feel like, in a way.
But if you look at it too, look at his wins. Jessen Ayari, Bojan Vilikovic,
Never heard of him.
Cerrone in the back half of Cerrone's career. He beat Stephen Thompson when Stephen Thompson was a terror. That's a good win. Lost to Woodley, lost to Masvidal. Beat Gastelum, which is beat Gastelum by split decision. I'm going to say it's not a good win. So he's one good win in the UFC. You know what I mean? And now that England's starting to get some more stars, we're starting to see some more European guys take the centerfold of England's stratosphere.
Crazy how big he was, though, for how little he did.
I know.
Some big stars coming up, too.
If you look at it, he's almost how did he get a title shot? I get it. He beat Stephen Thompson, but what the fuck?
It's that Liverpool fan base.
It's that accent.
He beat Bojan Vilikovic. You know what I mean? That's...
No, thank God he did.
Dude, Jesus.
I don't know what dude, he's
Couldn't
so
even
much better of a
finish.
fighter now.
Couldn't even finish Vilikovic.
Now, does
Decision.
that make his career worse or better, that
The Vilikovic win.
win?
I mean, arguably, I don't know.
Worse.
Yeah,
Even though it's a
arguably.
win, it makes it worse, no? I don't know.
You couldn't beat all these guys who were, Brunson and Duplessis, they're good losses, but I don't feel like those are great losses.
They're not great losses. No.
They're not great losses.
Hey, Darren Till, check out UFE.
Yeah.
not to bash it. 'Cause
And he got finished by both of them too. so
I would say he had a fun career.
Mhm.
Like, I wouldn't say he had a spectacular career. Like, he just had a fun one.
Yeah.
Like, he came onto the scene, he talked a lot of shit, got a couple knockouts, and
right.
a couple good dubs, and that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's you guys got anything else? That's going to take us to the end of tonight's show. We're going to be back tomorrow for our picks for UFC 285. Make sure you go shout out. Make sure you go give UFE a follow, who is now a company that we are working with. It's going to be a content page that we are going to be doing a lot of collaborations with over the next coming weeks. They're on to something cool, and we're excited for it. So we will be talking about more of them in the future. But tomorrow's going to be the UFC 285 show. It's going to be great. If you guys are down, I am down to start doing Sunday morning podcasts where we go over the fight night from the previous day. I think that was really good last time. And that's about it. That's what we got. Ian Gary, questionable.
Ian Gary's not
Questionable.
a lock, dude.
Questionable.
He's not a lock.
At minus 700? Looks
He's
like
not a lock, bro.
minus 200?
He should be minus
minus
200,
200.
300.
All right, so that's going to do it. And Steve,